Oh, this is take 3, actually, because the first time my battery died, which would have been explained if I'd posted the last video, but then during that video, my smoke alarm starts going off because I forgot about my pizza. So, shit. Basically, I had to right click that all along after trying.
The water could have cooled the stone if I could figure out a way of getting it into the barrel.
You know, after trying every item on everything, looking around for other items, other things to click for about 20 minutes. Pardon me. So it's a good job that video.
I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel.
It's a good job that video I didn't upload, because all you had to do was right click that, and then you could speak to him.
Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this barrel.
And he must be really strong, because look how much little effort he puts into helping. Do you know what I mean?
Thanks.
Dankeschön. Oh, what's that?
Ashes. The thought that they might be human chilled me to the bone.
Huh?
I recognize that. It's the coyote stone.
It's the Frangita
I had
stone.
the coyote and jaguar stones. Titipoco had the eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Karzak. What is it? Where are you pointing?
It took me a while to figure out that was what he was pointing at as well. I was searching this and everything, like thinking he meant George was under there. But all it was this. Right, and here I got to, well, I went over and got seen by these.
Hey, señorita!
Too late. I had been seen. Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
I clicked the auntie last time. Remember, that's his mom, sorry, and she says it's her auntie, so I'm going to click Karzak this
said
time.
I could help.
Did he?
Something about on-the-job training.
I'll bet he did.
I managed to hold a smile for that pig. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well...
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
What makes me laugh is, you know, all the travel things they do. Right, so I did this. I took this cylinder. I put the cylinder there, and then pour that into the fuel cap. Because as much as it says you can pick the fuel cap up, you can't. You should have just had the operating logo on. And then it starts, but it's not connected. Well, you can get it to start, sorry. Look, the engine will jump into life.
The motor spluttered into life.
I spluttered. You do that and nothing happens.
The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift. The engine stopped.
So, I imagine. We got. Easy on the engine. No. Use it on the lever. need to click? Oh, gantry. No. Use
The
it on.
scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. The scaffold gantry...
Don't say I've got to use it on Titty. Oh. You want some chocolate?
Would you like some chocolate, Titi Poco? It's good vintage. You're smarter than you look.
I can't believe, like, if it said yes, you would have given it.
How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak? Loco!
Yes, it scares me too.
I don't think she says scared. I think it should say crazy.
Titi Poco, I have an important job for you. Take
Oh,
this
there we go.
rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw
And
it
fuck
over
yourself.
the top.
Rope.
Yeah, he understands that when she would have been better just pointing. Do you know what I mean? How he understood that. Makes me laugh how they get around all this transport, you know what I mean? To be honest, Karzak should be like miles ahead of Nico, really. You know, how they find all these places, so like, I mean, Nico had never been here. She was only further up in that guy's house, you know what I mean? Like, when she was ill. So now surely the rope will get joined to the engine. No. Maybe the underpants then. To the engine. Oh, she done it. I thought she didn't do it. I thought she went under and then did nothing.
The motor spluttered into life.
So I need him to do the elevator for me.
Titi Poco, when I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
Oh, there she goes. Well, you watch before I get off it. Pull the lever down. Pull the lever down. I'll pull it back up. Go on then.
Okay? Copy.
But she didn't do it. She didn't do the motion.
George! I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice George to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body.
He's shitting himself, he is.
Thankfully, George was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice George!
Shut up, Stobbart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobbart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped George wouldn't push him too far.
Ammunition belts. Boxes.
I couldn't get the belt into the flames without Pablo seeing me. The crates and drums were sealed, and I had no way of getting into them.
You did?
Come on, Collard, think!
Put underpants over his
If
head.
Pablo had seen me, he'd have killed me. It was as simple as that.
Maybe if I ask him for his fake little gun. He had a little gun on him, didn't he?
There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Oh, for God's sake. Put the underpants in the fuel so they're soaked with fuel. Is that it? No. Soak these with fuel. No. Come on, make something flammable. I bet George is thinking, shit, she's gone home. Maybe using the cylinder of the key in the underpants I can make some sort of makeshift gun.
No,
So shit has certainly hit the fan.
it smelled coppery, like blood. The whole place stank like an abattoir. General Raoul Graziento. I didn't fancy Raoul's chances once Carzak didn't need him anymore. I might have been able to talk the general around if Pablo hadn't been there.
Throw something down the
I
steps.
wasn't going to risk being caught walking back down the stairs. If Pablo had seen...
There's obviously something I've got to do in there.
That was no good. That won't do. That won't do. That's the kind of thing I was going to have to... No, that's... I was going to have... No, that's... That was no... That was no... That's the kind... I was going to... That was no... That wouldn't work. That wouldn't...
Incense pot.
I couldn't get near that unseen. It was a stone table. Given the history of the place, I wondered how many poor wretches had lost their lives and hearts upon it. Carzak and his pet vermin had got George tied to the sacrificial table. I had to come up with a plan, or he was as good as dead.
Right. Well, I think we better save the game before we fuck shit up. and see you on the flip-flop. Jürgen Clip-Clop.